And look, if you ultimately want to have a massive advantage in life, you cannot not talk about charisma. Charisma opens up doors. It gets people to say yes. If you want more money in your life, that means you're either going to have to build your business or get your boss to say yes to a raise. So therefore, you're going to need charisma. If you want her to say yes to whatever it is that you're asking, whether it's a date or something else, charisma is going to come into play. Charisma is a door opener. It's an opportunity creator. And guess what? You've got it naturally. You're a man. Like a peacock has feathers to attract a mate, you have charisma because charisma is part of the masculine body. It is part of who we are because it helps us attract a wife. It helps us attract a relationship or a partner. People are attracted to people with charisma. Men, we are naturally the attractor, meaning in a male-female dynamic, it's the man who wants to attract the female. So therefore, charisma is one of those factors or those natural abilities that nature gave you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to unleash your natural charisma so that you can create the lifestyle you want. Now, before I do that, I just want to say what's up. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Just in case it's your first time, I invite you to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified when new videos get uploaded. I got at least 2 videos coming for you every single week to help you design and create the lifestyle you want. All right, let's talk about charisma. So first of all, you got to understand that charisma is naturally part of you. So there's a question that for me comes up and goes, so then why isn't it just shining through? Why isn't your charisma naturally shining through? And that's generally because of limitations placed within you and placed within your mind. Look, you've been told from a young age, you were told from outside influencers, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not tall enough, your chin line isn't rigid enough, you don't have big enough pecs or big enough arms. Like society's constantly telling you why you're not good enough. And that's affecting everybody. And a lot of people don't have self-awareness, so they don't realize that subtly they have picked up those thoughts and those belief patterns. That's what's been implanted onto the subconscious mind. Then they wonder why they're so filled with so much worry and anxiety. Because you've given all of your mental energy, all of your who you are, you've placed all that power in other people's hands, whether it's your mom or dad, or whether it's Auntie Susie, or your big brother, your little sister, or society. You're trying to fulfill some image. It's tough because it's made up. So therefore, our charisma in this constant state of anxiety and worry, your natural positive qualities slowly get diminished. Why? Because you're good at surviving. Your body is really good at surviving. Charisma is a surplus. Charisma is something that people have when they're not just surviving, but they're living. Because charisma is a natural it's a natural offspring or a manifestation of confidence, and confidence is a natural manifestation of seeing yourself improve. So people who are working towards something, they're growing in confidence, they're using their skills, their positive qualities, naturally charisma begins to come out in them. Now, charisma looks different to different people. So my charisma is going to show up in one way and your charisma is going to show up in a different way because you're different. Maybe you're more introverted. Great. It doesn't mean you don't have charisma. It's just your charisma. Maybe it's going to come out in your humor. Maybe it's going to come out in some other way. But there's going to be people that are going to be attracted to that. Remember, you have natural charisma. You don't have to try to develop charisma. That's what those just fake ass, pickup artists, that's what they teach. They teach bullshit. They teach lines, scripts. They're like bad sales coaches. They're like, here, let me throw these scripts at you. Learn these scripts and that's what's going to work. No. What you want to do is actually just unleash who you are. A script isn't what's going to be attractive. What's going to be attractive is that when you show up and you know who you are, that's attractive. And there's no script for that. So don't get fooled by that kind of nonsense. Work on yourself, unleash your charisma. So how do you unleash your charisma? Well, first of all, you have to come up with a practice of self-awareness. Just by you listening to this, you're becoming aware of the limitations that you're holding within your own mind. How much other people are dictating how you feel about yourself. And how now tie in semen retention lifestyle. Because what semen retention lifestyle does is it builds your masculine qualities. And one of your masculine qualities is courage. And it's going to take courage for you to be yourself in this world. So as you hold your semen and you hit that 7-10 day mark, you know what I'm talking about. It's that when it turns on and you feel like you're just you know what I'm talking about, because that's how you feel. You ultimately feel like an ultimate man. And the more you practice the lifestyle and you build the energy, and if you add some yoga techniques, some Qigong, where you really, oh my gosh, you're just going to be unleashed. Why? Because all of those positive qualities are going to start to flood out in you. You see, sex energy enhances whatever is in front of it. So when you forget what others think about you and you start living in a way that is developing your positive qualities, you give yourself to a worthy cause or goal, and then you start to retain your semen, it's going to enhance who you are, and naturally your charisma is going to come out. And you don't got to learn any script, and you don't got to do any kind of weird tactics to make people attractive to you. You're just going to walk in the room and you're going to have the attraction factor that nature gave you. And there's two ways that you got to develop it. You got to become self-aware of the limitations you hold within your mind, and you want to practice semen retention lifestyle. And the reason you want to practice semen retention lifestyle is it's going to give you all the good energy. It's going to rebuild your body, and you're going to show up, and you're going to naturally have this attraction factor to you. Listen, guys, I know it because I live it. It works. And I know it's going to work for you. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. You hit the bell, you get notified when the videos come out. Watch the videos, take notes, ask questions. I'm here to share so that you can ultimately live your best life, and me and you together, we can make a positive difference. Imagine a world where men are powerful, self-controlled, sensitive to the needs of the people around them. I mean, how great would you be for your family and your community? That's what this channel is all about. So subscribe. Check out the links below. I invite you to sign up on my website, get onto my email list where I'm always giving tips and tricks, and it's where I'm going to share different events, webinars, speaking engagements. I'm doing all kinds of cool stuff out in the community and the world to help guys. So make sure you sign up there. Also, check out the links below because I always update the links depending on what I'm doing. So if I've got a webinar or a retreat or an event coming up, it'll be in the links below. So I invite you to check out the links below, visit some of the sites, see what's going on in the semen retention lifestyle world. Thank you guys so much for visiting this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Namaste. Amen. Hare Krishna.